allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Davis.
Here.
Parker absent, Stoops absent, Weaver.
Here.
Wilson.
Here.
Sukasar.
Here.
Sukas W.
Here.
Make a motion to excuse the absence of Scott Stoops and Jason Parker.
Support.
Parker absent, Stoops absent, Weaver.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
Sukasar.
Yes.
Sukas W.
Yep.
Davis.
Yes.
All right, non-agenda items from sidelines, had none. Comments from city administration. Don?
No.
You
Election
can't
going
really
on
tell people to
today.
vote.
Yeah, go vote.
It's too late to vote. I
They
mean,
can still
if you don't know. They don't know.
You guys can still vote.
Anything else?
No, wait.
Is that it?
No, that's it.
I do have a question for you. Have we heard from the people on the property? No? Okay, all right. Chief?
A few new things that I've come together. We lost some people in the department recently. First, I'd say I appreciate the opportunity that offered to be the interim chief of Memphis Police Department. Also like to introduce the new secretary, Don Beam, right here.
Hi, how are you?
Her husband Scott works for the DPW. So far, she's been very, very good. Large help, very good asset to the Memphis Police Department. And some of you may not know Sean Gunnery. He's a newer officer. Most people do, but I don't think he's had an opportunity to come to a city council meeting in this capacity of police officer yet. He recently engaged in a game of Duck Duck Goose after the parade, which I got some compliments on in a letter stating that it was appreciated.
Oh, that's nice.
And yeah, the kids were
At least they
really
can do
excited about
something.
that. We're in the process of hiring 3 police officers. One police officer had worked here up until January, Stefan Karpuk, who's highly recommended.
Yes.
He's also an EMT with the Detroit Fire Department.
Right.
And also a new hire potentially is Jason Schimafenning. He's just left the Ann Arbor Police Department in a EMT as well.
Wow.
We are in the process of updating the alarm system, which hasn't been updated since the install in 2005. We have a working relationship now with the Richmond Police Department. We're working on strong mutual aid and in talks potentially with down the line, maybe combining 911 dispatch to Richmond for cost savings.
It'll save
and,
money.
stronger mutual aid with other local communities like Armada and even.
Anything to save money, I'm for.
Okay. Working on a reserve program at this point, which would be a state certification, reserve officers, unpaid, that will assist. They can work in conjunction with police officers, and it's a good uniform presence. Working on also a cadet and explorer program for the high school. We can have explorers do various office duties, ride-alongs with the police department. I'm going to have a meeting with the schools tomorrow.
One.
Correct. And included with that is going to be a start of an active shooter plan at the high school in
Okay.
case of an emergency. Working on a computerized work schedule, which we had for a bit and we had lost in the last month and a half or so with a combined time clock system. We're also working on Shop with a Cop program coming up.
Can I come get in November, late November, early December?
Yes. Oh.
Good catch. Spider-like reflexes.
Yes. Also, beginning of talks with Mr. Christie with contracting for gas when his pumps open up, so we can remain in Memphis when we fuel up.
Sounds good. I don't know if you noticed the tanks went in this weekend. I talked to Bruce and he doesn't have a timeline because they still have all the construction to do, piping, they have to redo all the pumps and everything else. And and he doesn't want to turn a good thing into a bad thing by stating a timeline that might be pushed out, so. But it was a step, like, he's like in too deep now to get out. He paid for the tanks, and so we're definitely gonna have guests. He used the word soon, so.
I heard as soon as a couple weeks.
Well, I won't say.
That's what.
I would not commit to any timeline. I'd say, okay, 6 months, within 6 months, the latest. Then when it happens.
That's guaranteed.
Yeah, if it happens in a couple weeks, that'd be great, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend anybody say any timeline.
That's all I have.
So, yeah, well, welcome to the team.
Thank you very much, I appreciate it.
Welcome. So, Chief?
I got nothing to follow that.
Nothing. All right, well, but, actually, Parks and Rec Director, do you have anything? Where do you?
Thanks.
Okay, good.
Sorry I'm late.
That's all right. We didn't get to you until you walked in the door, so.
That's good. I forgot how long it takes to get through Richmond.
The traffic there is ridiculous
15
lately.
minutes from one end to the other. But anyway, you guys all got my memo, what I'm planning on doing, okay? I've made contacts with the Detroit Tigers, Detroit Red Wings, Frankenmuth, Macomb Center, various dinner shows. Also, a lot of music groups for Music on the River in this summer, next summer. And my wife and I are already starting to get the senior days together. We'll probably start in September. We didn't want to interfere with the Memphis days and stuff like that, so the school starts, youth dances again, so everyone knows. We're planning 2 father-daughter dances this year.
Wow, that'll be great.
One for the younger kids, like 1, 2, question mark, and then one for 16-year-old and up. Because I found out that'd be for the older generation to bring their fathers and stuff like that.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, different. It's a different approach to that.
How old can you be?
Are you looking at Bill?
Yeah.
Bill, you taking her?
Yeah, I thought that would be a good thing to put on.
You got a few days for that one.
The ones that have fathers are up in age, they reach out,
What do you mean by that?
you know, the ones.
Well, you look at me up in age, I'm just curious.
And that's all I have tonight, guys.
Well, it's a pleasure to have the Parks and Rec Director have something for us.
Yeah, that was nice to
That's
get
very
that.
nice.
Yeah.
And I can't wait
here.
Can't wait to see some of the trips. Also, I don't know if you know, Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle, the manager lives in the area. She
Oh,
lives
okay.
out in Lambs, and she might be able to get some deals for you through also.
Okay.
So you might give her a call. Do you have anything, Mark?
No, sir.
All right. Adoption or amendment of the agenda?
Going to make one change on unfinished business, eliminate item 2, the American Legal Code Book. No further changes, I make a motion we adopt the agenda as amended.
Support.
Stoops absent, Weaver,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Sukasar,
Yes.
Sukas W,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Parker absent.
All right. I hope you've all had a chance to go over the regular meeting minutes of July 15th and, that's not it. Oh, and special meeting minutes or executive session of July 15th as well as special meeting minutes of July 21st. If there's no changes, I entertain a motion to accept those and place on file.
Make a motion, we accept the minutes, both regular and special executive meeting minutes as presented.
Support.
Weaver,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Sukasar,
Yes.
Sukas W,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Parker absent, Stoops absent.
All right. Presentation and approval of July disbursements reports for $119,954.77 and electronic wire transfers of $6,967.46. As you see, we no longer do receipts report because it changes. Our auditor said we might as well not do it because it changes after we approve it every month anyway. So we no longer have to approve that. Anybody have any questions? Can I get a motion to accept the disbursements and wire transfers report?
I'll make that motion.
Or,
Wilson,
Yes.
Sukasar,
Yes.
Sukas W,
Yes.
Davis,
yes.
Parker absent, Stoops absent, Weaver.
Yes. All right, can I get a motion to accept communications?
Make that motion.
Support.
Sukasar?
Yes.
Sukas W?
Yes.
Davis?
Yes.
Parker absent, Stoops absent, Weaver.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
All right, we have a State of Michigan request for a resolution. This is from Phil Pavlov's office and Mike Green's office, both state senators. Phil's ours, 25th District. We recently introduced legislation in Lansing to help stop a proposed Canadian nuclear waste dump from being built less than a mile from the shores of Lake Huron. Ontario Power Generation, a Canadian company, has proposed a deep geological repository in Kincardine, Ontario for the Kincardine, Ontario for the permanent storage of 7 million cubic feet of radioactive waste. This site's located directly across from Lake Huron and from our communities. The legislation, which passed the state senate unanimously, urges President Obama to invoke the United States power under the Boundary Waters Treaty of 1909. Those powers include asking the International Joint Commission to study the proposal and issue a potentially binding recommendation on its safety. As you know, the Great Lakes provide fresh drinking water for millions of people for both the United States and Canada. Putting permanent nuclear waste disposal sites so close to valuable natural resource is simply dumbfounding. Attached, you will find a draft resolution for your elected body could pass to show their support for the legislation. We also include a template press release for your convenience. If you have a question, do not hesitate to call our office. How do you feel about this?
You gonna read the other 2 pages too?
The resolution? No, I'm not gonna read the resolution.
Sounds pretty scary to me.
Yeah, I'm all for, supporting them not putting a nuclear waste dump within a mile of one of our Great Lakes.
Toledo.
I mean, with Canada, they've got so much land. Why would they put it so close to?
Plus,
Yeah, so, I would, at your.
I'll make that motion.
You'd like to do this resolution?
Yes.
I'll support it.
Sukas,
And I'm from Canada.
Sukas W? Sukas W?
Yes.
Davis?
Yes.
Parker absent, Stoops absent, Weaver.
Yes.
Wilson. Sukasar.
yes.
All right, unfinished business, advisory committee in reference to the pit bull ordinance. This is an introduction of an ordinance to repeal and delete section 9.63 of chapter 110 of title IX, what is that, 9? IX is 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think. Title 9 of the Code of the City of Memphis. Basically, it's our pit bull ordinance to get rid of the breed-specific legislation. So this is an introduction, and we would introduce it, and then at the next meeting, approve it. So people could come at the next meeting, they'll know this was introduced, and people could come and speak on it if they'd like.
Aren't you replacing it somehow with,
There's enough laws, actually, in looking at all the laws that there are on dogs, there are a lot of laws in place that tell you you have to maintain, if you have an aggressive dog, you've got to keep it from harming an individual.
There's other stuff.
There's other
There's other stuff
Other
in
stuff
there.
in the code too.
There is, I had mixed emotions about it, but all dogs
well, we
can
can put it out there and if
Well,
anybody
all
wants to come in and
all
talk.
the things that I've read, breed-specific legislation doesn't prevent dog bites anyway.
No, all dogs could have a special German Shepherd or something, some of them, but I just caution, there is pit bulls just mauled an individual to death, I think a week ago. And they're being charged with murder at this present time, so I'm gonna vote for it, but I just caution people to be a little careful if they got a vicious
All right,
dog.
can I get a motion to introduce this legislation?
I'll support it.
Davis?
Yes.
Parker absent, Stoops absent, Weaver.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
Sukasar.
Yes.
Sukas W.
Yes.
Other unfinished business, Mr. Davis is going to let us know about the new police vehicle color and graphics. For those of you who want to see, pass it around. What? Not really. We've never really voted on what the police put on their cars, but this is something that we requested. They support our schools and show more support for our schools by getting a blue car with gold and getting the B on it.
Yeah, I don't think it needs black stripes, to be honest with you.
I think we should make them black, like the, like the one we,
I like the look, I like the idea, and I think we
the
can,
black stripes like that.
we can kind of leave it up to the police committee, and as far as I'm concerned, police committee and the chief to come to a consensus of what it looks like. Yes, ma'am?
So is it a new car being purchased in that color?
Yes.
Yes.
The new car is already on order,
Okay.
and
But
it
is
is
it that blue
blue.
or is it the darker blue?
It may be a darker blue, but it is blue, yes.
Will the car have like the top lights and everything like the last
Yes,
one?
yes.
Okay.
And we're also going to, we have the shadow graphics car. We're going to put graphics on it. Instead of it being a hidden car, it will be visible. That's the plan at least. Because just the visibility of a police officer does, you know, deter crime. You know, a black car, not as much. So we're gonna have all except for the sport track, unless we decide to in the future, have full visible graphics. So, what do we don't need to really vote on that, I don't think, unless we vote on giving the power to the police committee and the chief to come to a consensus on that we like the look so far. I mean, I don't know that
I think as long as along the guidelines that they have here, I have no problem.
All right. So, all right.
Thank you.
Okay.
New business, police department, Officer D. Beals, Affordable Care Act. Conducted some research on Affordable Care Act, the City of Memphis, and how it may affect full-time employment. Please review the documents. If you agree with the conclusion and recommendation, I would like to forward the document to City Council for their consideration.
Do you want me to,
Go ahead.
I think I can make this a little short. I read this
Or I can read it all out loud.
No, we're not gonna read it here.
Thank you.
It takes a long time. But Brian, he did a lot of research on that, and I thank him for going through all this. I did call our insurance agent and got some clarification. Our contract on health insurance comes due December 1st. The last contact we had with them, that at that particular time, we would have to be covered under the Affordable Care Act, which is a misnomer as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, that's really here and there. But anyway, so sometime in September, they will have something a little more definitive on this, and at which time we'll be a little more involved.
Sounds
with
very
it.
similar to something we heard last year at this time.
Yes, it is, except they extended it out 1 year. But in the interim, we can go back to the extended hours. I think it's maximum 35, so I'd probably keep it about 34 hours. And from now until December 1st, but say in September, we'll get a little more involved in it, we'll have a little more information, and then we'll go from there. So whether or not, I know when I'm reading this thing over, there was some questioning here, if you're under 50 employees, and that's a combination of full-time and how they calculate part-time. Like if you had 10 part-time employees that were 20 hours a week, in essence, you have 5 full-time employees. And anytime anyone worked over 35 or more hours, they were considered full-time. So, but until December 1st, we can extend the hours up to there, and then at that time, we'll have to decide which way we're going to go. So,
So this is a no action, just information?
at this point, no, I don't think we have to do any actions.
All right.
Brian Beal's not here tonight.
Anybody have any questions? Okay, let's move forward. Memphis Police invoice from Arrowhead Public Safety. This was, I know it was for removal of all the equipment on the crash charger and install customer supplied L3 monitor cable. So that's on, okay, that's on the black charger.
That's correct.
Okay. It's just installing one part on the uncrashed charger and pulling all the equipment off of the other. So it's $390. I need a motion to approve Arrowhead Public Safety Equipment's bill for $390.
I'll make a motion we approve this invoice for $390 from Arrowhead Public Safety Equipment.
I'll support it.
Parker absent, Stoops absent, Weaver,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Sukasar,
Yes.
SukasW,
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
All right, next is Police Officer Association bank account. Police Officer Association bank account is under the name of Jessica Beals. We need signers on this account, and CSB would like all council members to sign this letter agreeing to new signer of the account along with the minutes. The new signer is recommended chief sheets shall be blank and blank.
He's gonna-
We can't get all the signatures today either.
No, I know.
I mean,
They wanted all of them, so we'll just have to wait.
okay, I guess we'll have to put this off till the next meeting. Is that okay?
Well, why can't we just vote on it? Because there's enough and then you can just sign it and
And
send
sign,
it back.
then they can come in and sign it.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
I-
All right, can I get a motion to?
Well, he's gotta pick who he's gonna want on it. 'Cause he wasn't sure at the time.
I believe Brian Deal was interested.
Okay,
Dan,
yes.
Scott will be here for a week. It'll be in between, but if you guys need stuff signed,
Yeah, we'll. while he's
okay,
here.
he'll be here the in-between week, and then he's gone again.
Okay,
So I'll let him know that there's stuff up here he needs to
All right.
take care of.
Are you just put one or two on?
One for right now,
Okay.
unless we need two.
Well, we didn't
In
know if
addition
somebody
to
quit
it,
or
yeah.
something, if we
Well,
wanna
wait,
go through this
yeah,
again. If we got your
I don't really want
secretary
to.
maybe or somebody.
Oh, she will be fine for a third.
you're okay with being on
That's okay.
signature? Okay, all right. All right,
Just put it in, but go ahead and just pass it around and sign it. Oh, wait, we gotta approve it, don't we?
do I have a motion to approve this?
I'll make that motion.
Can I get a second?
Support.
Thank you.
Stoops absent, Weaver,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Sukasar,
Yes.
SukasW,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Parker absent.
If you can- Yeah, if you can tell Scott to come by and sign that, and
Mhm.
you can call Parker tomorrow. All right. Next is personnel policy. Attaches amendment per auditor's request to clarify personnel days in our employment personnel policy.
I think this is a clarification, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is just housekeeping that our auditors
Meter.
say, you need to do this.
Yeah.
So can I get a motion to,
I'll make that motion.
Support.
Weaver,
yes?
Wilson,
Yes.
Sukasar,
Yes.
SukasW,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Parker absent, Stoops absent.
Next is fire department invoice from Apollo Fire Apparatus Repair for $1,613.76. It looks like they fixed the air conditioner. You guys really need air conditioner?
Once in a while.
I mean, it's not like you're in a lot of clothes.
Right, yeah. Different, we're in our swimsuits. So yeah, the AC was fixed on the truck, and then we also had some, I believe some gauges were fixed as well.
Elbow discharge, what is
Yep.
that?
For one of the pipes, basically it goes up to the top gun.
Oh, okay.
Landing's turns, I guess.
Oh, rain, pressure gauge, okay. And this is all out of your repair and maintenance?
Correct.
All right, can I get a motion to approve that? Follow?
I'll make that motion.
Support.
Wilson,
Yes.
Sukasar,
Yes.
SukasW,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Parker absent, Stoops absent, Weaver.
Yes. All right, other new business from the mayor. I'd like to thank everybody who was involved in Memphis Days. Apparently it went swimmingly well. There was no major snafus that I heard of, nobody was fighting or getting stabbed or anything like that, which is good, that's always good. Better than where I was. Other than that, I guess I mentioned it before, but you all saw that the tanks went in, so we should have gas soon, which is a big change and a big move forward. And I took off of the agenda, we took off the agenda, the American Legal code book, but we did get a letter from American Legal and a copy of our new code book. But they did not send us a list of the changes that they recommend we make. And in their letter, it was on here to go ahead and approve this, but in the letter, it says, well, we're going to get you a legal and editorial report, and upon that, you'll have 60 days to review the draft before returning everything to us for complete first edition. So we're waiting on that editorial report that will give us all the changes that we need to make our laws legal again and compliant. So we should get that, they said, within 60 days, and then we'll have another 60 days to make all the changes, get it back to them, and we'll get a final, and it will then be on our website, and people will be able to search our laws, and they'll all be legal and not conflicting with themselves or state law or federal law. So that's pretty exciting too. I think if there's anything else, not that I think of right now. So, anything, Larry?
I have a lot of things, but I think I'll only touch on a couple or maybe just one, and the rest we'll go and discuss in committee. Maple Street West Construction, we had a meeting on July the 21st, and start of construction will be August the 11th, and they should finish on August the 22nd. The other items that I have on there, and we did check into the brush pickup and the elimination of the burn pile. Certain things that we could do with that, but I think I'll put that in, we'll discuss that in committee.
I guess as part of that,
Yeah.
Bart did get the trail
I got a main drill cut.
all
Oh, you
cut,
did? Okay.
all cut through there. The nature trail is cut.
Okay.
So some people can walk
Back
all
to
the way back to that, like along the river, all the way back to the
Still
back
gotta have
opening.
wood chips put down?
We don't have to.
Sorry, it's a nice trail.
It's a nice trail, it's mowed, he can run his mower through there. It does need some areas leveled out a little bit probably. It's probably a little rough to go back through there, but,
Good idea, I told those with the more.
yeah, I had talked to Bob Phillips, he has a little tractor with a dump that we could use if we need to. I think that would not sink too bad in
I
there.
like to cut trails off of this trail to lead you to the river and mowing area.
That would be
and
good, yeah.
Numerous locations for fishing or for
Well, you
just-
saw that little area where those sidewalk pieces are stacked?
Yep.
I'd like to have those steps down and have a mowed area down below as
Yes.
well. That would be really
Yeah.
nice. I mean, it's gonna be beautiful. It's beautiful anyway, even rough cut. It's a beautiful area. But Bart and his guys have been back there and done the work. Actually, you can't see the burn pile
No,
from the trail. You can walk right past it and not see it, which
I
is,
walked right by it and forgot about it, and I was actually watching for it. Well, you can't really see it this time of year.
yeah, this time of year. In the winter, you'll be able to see it, but right now you can't, so.
But if we allow trees to grow in that area, which normally they get smashed down and all that,
Right.
it definitely would create a blind right there.
Anyway,
All right.
those things, we'll look at it, we'll get back to you, okay?
Fantastic.
And that's all I have.
Thanks, Larry. Got anything, Robbie?
I just wanted to comment the parade and the fireworks were very good. It was good, very great. I enjoyed it. My sympathies to Armada.
Yes. It's
about
good to see the pink ribbons and
The
that.
pink ribbons, it's heartbreaking. And to welcome the stand, the police.
I was with my family. That's the reason I went to meet with my family, and my niece in Houston has been reading about the murder along with, yeah. Which she goes, because she says, you know, there's a lot of people down there even that are feeling for this area, so,
Well, it just kind of concerned me because with the FBI being there,
yeah,
it kind of makes me,
yeah. Anything, Frank?
Oh yeah, I'd like to thank Steve Weaver for a great job on the Blues Festival this year again. And also the police chief did a great, you know, getting thrown right in there and coming up with a safety plan and everything and working with Richmond. You did a great job at a moment's notice.
We should probably thank Richmond because they had three officers here, 3 cruisers here.
3 cars, the 5 officers
letter has already been
Yeah, we
sent
did
out.
Wow.
We appreciate their help.
Yes, very much
They
so.
certainly are experienced with the good old days and doing all that stuff, so
Right.
that was a good thing.
And Jeff White, I'm sure, was very helpful in the area with his guys. They're usually here all the time. I saw the big trailers go down there. They give out water and take care of bruises and cuts that might happen to people.
And that's all I had.
Bill?
And I just want to like to welcome the 3 new employees to the city. Good having you, seeing I know all of you. That's about it.
All right. thank you.
Except,
Yeah.
it was a great fireworks, everything's great. Real nice.
Thanks, everybody.
I think you said something valuable.